What up? I'm doing excellent about yourself. New game. New game. Yes, indeed, man. On the joint late night. But I'm here. I'm here. Call my brother son because he shine like one. I really be shining because my head be glistening, man. You know what I mean? I don't even need the sun. My head be glistening. You know what I mean? Anyway, new game. Gotta change your mentality. You want to jump up this ladder of success, money, prosperity, whatever it is. You want to change your money levels. You've got to change your mentality. It goes hand in hand. Many people talk about money doesn't change them. Yeah, you better believe money should change you. It should change you. Couple of stories. I remember watching this cat who won the lotto, and I think he won it was like 70 something $1 million. And they asked the cat, what was he going to do what was the first things he was going to do when he um, got this money? $70 million now. And dude said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy a skateboard for my son, buy a couple of bikes for my kids, pay my rent, pay my utility bills, and all this other stuff. I'm not knocking anybody as far as what you choose to do with your money. But that to me clearly showed that this guy's mentality wasn't ready and wasn't prepared for that amount of wealth. Because when you come into that substantial amount of wealth and you are speaking about things as if you are still in your current situation and not looking forward, there's a good chance that that person may not have that wealth for much longer, because your mind has to completely change when you come into that type of wealth. You've got to be thinking about, how do you sustain this? How do you make this generational? And that's going to require a whole lot of other things. You got to be setting up investments, passive income, residual income, all kind of other stuff. So to me, I just think that he was stuck in that same mentality of, like, as if he got another paycheck, or maybe he got a bonus in his paycheck, and he decided to buy some things for his kids and pay his rent and electric bills and stuff like that. No. And especially when you win that kind of money, people know who you are. They're going to find out who you are. They understand what kind of money that is. You may not, but they understand that kind of money. So what's going to have to happen is that you're going to have to try to change. Second little story. I've always had sports cars. Always had sports cars. I remember had my sports car, and something that wasn't ever around where I live at. You only saw mostly maybe it was professional athletes who had and stuff like that. But anyway, had this car. Lived in it was an average neighborhood. You know, wasn't the hood, but it wasn't like suburbia or anything like that. Average neighborhood. And I had properties. Had a nice property in the suburb. And I remember I was in the barber shop one time talking to my cats, and some dude came in, and he was like, yo, aren't you that dude with that sports car? And then it dawned on me, oh shoot, somebody is scouting out the man. Somebody is paying attention, and they know where I live at. They know my whereabouts. That made me realize that you've got to watch your back now, because when you have something like that in a particular neighborhood, an average neighborhood that's maybe totally out of its zone, out of its league, which doesn't match up with that particular area, you don't know whether or not cats is gonna come talking to you or come see you. And I remember my mom always telling me, like, this house that I had in the suburbs that I bought that I couldn't sell. She was like, yo, my son, that was for you. That's for you. It's always for you. And I tell you what, that week, I got myself moving and packed up to get moved up in that other house in the suburbs and wound up renting out my other house. Because in the suburbs, they didn't have the same type of car, but their mentality was different. They were used to being able to see those kind of cars. They were used to a certain type of economical level. They were used to the fact that, hey, I worked for my stuff. I'm at this type of level. I could possibly get this type of sports car, but I got kids and other things that I'm doing, and I'm trying to set up for generational wealth. Mentality is different. So I'm telling you all that to say that you want to get to a certain money level, your mentality has to change. You are going to have to change. That's just a given. Because in order for you to sustain what you have, you've got to get around like-minded people so that way you don't look that much different from them. And they're not going to be that impressed by what it is that you have. And then it is security, it's privacy, it's a whole bunch of other things that go with that. So wanting to level up, got to level up that dome piece, man. Got to. Can't stay in the same areas that you normally used to. Can't do the same things that you normally used to. You're going to have to upgrade and move and put yourself in a position where you like the other folks that's around you. And then when that level gets, beneath you, you're going to have to step up to the next level. That's how it is. Know what I mean? So I'll come back with some other stories about that whole joint, man. This whole money thing is it's a thing, man. It's a thing for sure. You got to understand what you're trying to do around this money thing. Anyway, on that note, I am going to catch up with y'all cats. But before all of that, you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good whatever. Enjoy yourself, have fun, say please, say thank you, smile, laugh each and every day. I'm getting ready to go to bed. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to go to bed, man. I'm going to be watching some golf, man. But anyway, you all know how we do. Catch up with you on the next note. Peace out.